What's up, everyone? I'm Justin.
And I'm Nick.
And we are FfInTheZone. And first off, football is finally back. And
Thank God.
the Packers are going up against the Seahawks at Seattle Stadium. And before we get into that, I want to say, if you have any questions, we get the alert on our phone and we answer it within a few minutes, or just comment it down below, and we won't be making a video of that.
And in the near future, like you said, we're looking to make a video, but that depends on you guys, just if we have enough questions to do that.
Okay, but now let's get into the game tonight. We're all pumped up that football's back, and it's going to be a good game. Where do you see, do you think this is going to have a lot of fantasy value in this game, or it's going to be like a low-scoring game?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, a lot of fantasy value in the receivers. Also, the running backs with Lacey and Lynch. There's a lot of studs in this game. Do you have any guys who you might not be looking to start that you're on the fence about in this game?
I would definitely start Percy Harvin. I mean, if you think about it, if you don't have that solid 2 or someone, I think Percy Harvin, they don't have Golden Tate anymore. He's now in the Lions, and I think Percy Harvin, he's healthy. He's finally back and ready to go, and he was off all season. He got a Super Bowl kick return, but now he's back. I think he's going to be the go-to guy for Russell Wilson. He might catch a few screens, and they're going to try to get him the ball, and I definitely think he could get in the end zone at least one time for you in this game.
Agreed. Another sleeper I have here, this is for deep leagues and 3 wide receiver leagues. If you had Wes Welker, and he's obviously suspended 4 games. So if you need a receiver, he's just going for Jared Boykin. I think tonight's going to be a high-scoring game. And Seattle's top corners, Sherman and the Legion of Boom, are going to be covering Cobb and Nelson, which leaves areas for Boykin to get open.
And you were saying that it's going to be a high-scoring game, and Lacey is a stud. And once again, you got to start your studs. But I don't think he's going to score over 20 points in this game. And like I said, you can't bench him unless you're in a 2-team league and you have Adrian Peterson, Jamar Charles, and Matt Forte. But Lacey, you got to be careful. I think he might be able to, if they go down at the 2-yard line, I think he could punch it in. But I don't expect a huge game from Lacey like he normally can do.
15 to 10 points, I would say.
Yeah, and also, like he said, the Legion of Boom is a great defense, one of the best in the league, if not the best. And Jordy Nelson's probably going to be going up against Jordy, and Cobb, who's also a low wide receiver 1, is going to be going up against Sherman and Maxwell, and those safeties are incredible. So, I mean, where do you think these guys, how many points?
How many points for these receivers?
Yeah, Cobb and Nelson.
Cobb and Nelson. I'd say they're each going to have about 15 points, same as Eddie Lacy. I think they're going to get a lot of their catches. Maybe Cobb more than Nelson.
I think Cobb has more value in a PPR league because I think he catches a lot of passes. But both these guys, you got to start in your lineup. Even though it's not a great matchup, you got to start these guys no matter what. But now let's talk about the tight ends. I mean, Jermichael Finley, he's not there anymore, and Andrew Corliss is the next man up. Do you think he has any value?
Not really any value. If you're in an 18-team big league where you have 2 tight ends, then maybe you could have Corliss at the 2 spot because, like I said, a high-scoring game, and Seattle has other weapons to worry about.
I'm not starting Corliss. I mean, he hasn't really proven himself. And I'm not big on starting guys on Thursday night usually because you don't want to see your main guy get 7 points. But once again, you got to start your studs. But if you're questioning about him, don't start him like Andrew Corliss, guys like that. And now Lynch, he's
a stud.
He's a top. He might just be outside the top 5 because Lacey's probably the top 5 there. But Lynch is going to perform for you. The Packers' defense has been pretty weak as of late. The Packers' defense hasn't been the strongest run defense. But now they picked up Julius Peppers. Clay Matthews is healthy, but I still think this guy performs. You?
Yeah, I still think this guy puts up his points. Maybe not in PPR. He's not going to have value in
because he doesn't catch a lot of passes, but the guy performs no matter what your scoring is. That was what you were trying to get to. But now
who do you see winning tonight?
I think it's going to be a close game. That's all people want to see. They want to see fantasy value. That's the thing. But I think Seahawks come up with a win at their home stadium. I think the 12th man is going to be a big factor in this game. The Super Bowl champions get a win here.
I have to agree.
Close game, though.
Especially only because they're at home. I think I'd take the Packers if the Seattle was on the road. But obviously, I think the Super Bowl champs and the 12th man are going to take it here.
But a great game with a lot of value. That's what
tons of fantasy scoring.
And
start everyone.
Just football's back. That's all you could say.
Thank
We're all
God.
pumped. But thank you for watching. We're gonna make a new video soon about Stardom Sit 'em for this week. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.